Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our lecturer Sir Faiz and my fellow friends. My name is Aris Sandi Armaja bin Muzahar. So I'm here going to explain about you about the chapter 5, Director. So before I explain about this chapter, I'm going to introduce to all of you my group members. The first one is Muhammad Farid bin Abdul Rahman, which is going to explain about you the first question. And the second one is Muhammad Zuhelmi and Muaz Zaidi Najmi is going to explain about you about the second question. And we get the question, it sound like this. Zhu Jiang and Lai Chi are the businessmen from Shanghai, China. They intend to incorporate a public company limited by share in Malaysia. With their Malaysian business partner Rahman and Badrul, they agreed to name the company as known as XLRB Berhad, unknown to Rahman and Badrul. Lai Chi has been declared bankrupt in China. That is our study case. And the question is sound like this. Advise whether Zhu Jiang and Lai Chi can be appointed as the director XLRB Berhad. And the second question is, the board of directors subsequently discovered Lai Chi's situation of bankruptcy and wish to remove Lai Chi. Explain the compliance required by a Companies Act 2016 to remove Lai Chi as the director of the company. So before we go to this question, I'm here going to talk about or give an introduction about director, which is what is the director, how the director can be appointed, and what is the duty of the director. So the first thing first, I'm going to explain the director. The director is the person who is in charge of an activity, department, or organization. According to the Companies Act 2016, director is an officer in the company. How the director can be appointed? So director can be appointed in three ways. The first one is appointment upon incorporation. The second one, subsequent appointment by members, and the last one is appointment by board. So the director, the minimum number of the director for each company is a 2% for the public company and 1% in the private company. So the duty of the director, basically the duty of the director can be divided into three, which the first one is a fiduciary duty, duty of care, skill and diligence, and the last one is statutory duty specified under Companies Act 2016.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farid. So I will present about the question that I got regards about Zhu Jiang and also Lai Chi. Okay, both of them want to open the public company in Malaysia. So they are the businessmen from the China. So I want to talk about these two guys want to open the public. So let's check out at the section 196(1). B, what is it? That the public company must have minimum director 2. So they need 2 of them. So yeah, because Zhu Jiang and also Lai Chi appointed as a director, but sadly at the end the question stated that Lai Chi was declared as a bankrupt. Okay, so one of Lai Chi cannot be a director unless he get approval from courts or from official receiver. Okay, let's go to the section 196(2). What it said? It said that the director need to reach the age 18 or more than that. So since they are a businessman from China, so they have the status of businessman, so we can consider that both of them are already working and above 18 years old. In section 1964, there's 2 things that we need to look at it. So the first one is the director need to have ordinarily to live in Malaysia, and the second one, they must have the house property or residence in Malaysia. Okay, so since both of them are from China and they are incorporated with Rahman and Badrul, so I think both of them still don't have any opportunity to buy house and property in Malaysia, and they need both of them also not in Malaysia but still in China. So I think they need a time in order to fulfill this section 1964. Okay, let's go to the Company Act 2016, and this time we will check out at the section 202. Okay, this is quite interesting. So because in the section 2021 stated that the director for the first director in the company that been opened, they should become a director from the period of time that been given in the contract. Let's say that if he signed the job as director for about 2 years, so he need to fulfill that contract and become a director in that period for the 2 years. So after that contract is ended, so according to section 202 it stated that the next director will using the normal resolution. In section 2023, we will talk about the power of the board director. Okay, the board director can replace the current director or to appoint a new director anytime according to these two things. In the section 2023A stated that in the public company, the board director can replace the director or take a new director until the next annual general meeting, AGM. Okay, for the private company, in accordance with the terms appointment. Since Zhu Jiang and Lai Ji was appointed as the director, so both of them need to fulfill this Companies Act in order to as the first director of the company, because the company is new, so they need to follow the regulation and the terms that been given to them. If the company stated the time period for he to become a director is 2 years, so Zhu Jiang and Lai Ji need to follow that rules.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Azimi bin Ruslan. I'm going to talk about the next compliance required to remove Li Qi, a director from company XLRB according to Companies Act 2016. Under section 206 clause 1 B, a director may be removed before the expiration of the director period of office as in case of public company in accordance with this section. So anything in the constitution or agreement between a public company and a director, the company may by ordinary resolution at a meeting can remove the director before the expiration of the director period. For both public and private company, special notice is required of at least 28 days of a resolution to remove a director. However, no special notice required if the director is dismissed by the company by another process given under the Constitution. To conclude, to remove Li Qi, the director of SLRB company, special meeting should be held and special notice is required to remove the director. Next, before the removal been done, the director has the right to get a chance to protect himself. For example, Lychee, after special notice for resolution to remove him has been done, the company shall immediately send to Lychee a copy of the special notice. According to section 207 clause 2, the director shall be given the right to make oral or written representation on the resolution to remove him. It should contain a strong evidence to protect him from being removed as a director. If the representation has been made in the notice of the resolution, the director must send it for the member of the company. To conclude, Lychee must make oral or written representation and send it to the member of the company, because he has a right as a right director to protect himself before being removed.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muazzadin Najmi bin Muhammad Razi. I would like to present about question B. The board of directors subsequently discovered Lychee's situation of bankruptcy and wish to remove Lychee. Explain the compliance required by Companies Act 2016 to remove Lychee as a director. First, a person cannot hold office as a director of company, or whether directly or indirectly related to participate in management of a company. According to section 198 clause 1A, if person goes bankrupt without being released, cannot take part in any organization. None of the company management want a person who is bankrupt to handle their company. Next, regarding to section 198 clause 1A, if a person has been convicted of an offence relating to the promotion, formation in management, they cannot be a director in the management. It may affect the company progress in management. Company cannot improve their production because of mistake that has been done by the director. A good director must make a good formation to improve their profit. Moreover, under section 198 clause 1A, a person who commit an offence involving bribery, fraud or dishonesty should disqualify from being director. In management, we need a good and honest person to lead our management to attain our goal. When the corruption was affect in management, company will be not success in their production and their sales. This indirectly may cause company will suffer huge losses. That's all from me.
So based on the Companies Act 2016, we can identify or know what the requirement needed to appoint the director of the company. In conclusion, we have learned about what this is chapter about. We can learn about the type of director, duties of director, the qualification and disqualification of the director, the way or the method how to appoint or remove of the director from a company, the requirement needed to be a director, and the minimum number of director for each company, for the private company and the public company. So that's all from us, and thank you for spending your time to watch our presentation, and hoping that all of you can understand this chapter easily. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.